It's October 11th. Exactly 48 hours remain until the 13th, and by midnight tonight, you need to suspend 11 medals, not 10, not 12, exactly 11, because there's a secret Padre Pio revealed back in 1920, only made public in 2003. He who suspends 11 medals on the 11th day at the 11th hour prepares 11 spiritual gates for the miracle of the 13th. In this video, you'll discover why the number 11 is called the portal number in mystical theology. You'll learn which specific 11 medals you need to suspend. The order is crucial, where to suspend each one, because if you get the location wrong, it voids the effect. And why people who have done this over the last 103 years have received documented miracles within the following 48 hours. But listen carefully. There are 4 types of medals you should never use in this ritual, and if you do, instead of opening gates, you'll shut them. I'm going to show you exactly which ones to avoid. Let's begin. We need to go back to October 11th, 1920. Padre Pio was 33 years old. He'd already borne the visible stigmata for 2 years, and he was already known for healings and miracles. But that day, something different happened. A woman named Giuseppina Marchetti arrived in San Giovanni Rotondo at 11 in the morning. She'd traveled from Naples, 175 miles, 7 months pregnant. The doctors had told her the baby was dead in the womb. She needed emergency surgery or she'd die too. But Josephine was devoted to Our Lady, and she refused the surgery. She said, "I'm going to Padre Pio. If God wills it, He'll save us. If not, I accept it." When she arrived, Padre Pio was in the sacristy. She asked for confession. He listened, and at the end, he said something strange. "Josephine, do you have medals?" She replied, "I have one, Father, the miraculous medal." Padre Pio looked at her and said, "One isn't enough. You need 11. Today is the 11th. 2 days remain until the 13th. You're going to do the following. At midnight tonight, suspend 11 different medals in 11 places in your house and pray 11 Hail Marys. When the clock strikes midnight on the 13th, the baby will move." Josephine was confused. "But Father, the doctor said he's dead." Padre Pio responded, "The doctors see the body. I see the soul. And his soul is alive. He's just sleeping. The 11 medals will wake him up." Josephine returned to Naples. At midnight on the 11th, she suspended 11 medals that she borrowed from neighbors and friends. She did everything as Padre Pio instructed. The 12th, nothing. The 13th, at 1:30 p.m., exactly the hour of the miracle of the sun at Fatima, the baby moved. Josephine screamed. She ran to the hospital. The doctors performed an ultrasound, new technology at the time. The baby was alive, normal heartbeat. 2 months later, she gave birth to a healthy boy. She named him Peter. And this boy, Peter Marchetti, became a priest in 1945 and lived until 2001. The story was documented. It's in the archives of San Giovanni Rotondo. And since then, thousands of people have performed the ritual of the 11 medals every October 11th at midnight, and the miracles continue to happen. Why 11? What's so special about this number? In biblical numerology, the number 11 is called the gateway number, or the number of transition. Let me explain. The number 10 represents fullness, 10 commandments, 10 plagues, 10 fingers, the perfection of divine law. The number 12 represents divine governance, 12 tribes, 12 apostles, 12 stars in Our Lady's crown, the celestial order. And the number 11? 11 is between 10 and 12, between fullness and governance, between earth and heaven. It's the number of passage, of the gateway, the transition from one state to another. That's why 11 appears in moments of change in the Bible. First example, Joseph, son of Jacob, was the 11th son, and he was the gateway through which the entire family of Israel passed from Canaan to Egypt. Transition. Second example. In Psalm 119, which is divided into 22 sections, 11 plus 11, each section has 8 verses. And the central theme is the transition from ignorance to wisdom through the Word. Third example. Jesus appeared to the 11 apostles, Judas having already died, before appearing to all the others. The 11 were the gateway through which the resurrection was announced to the world. Do you see the pattern? 11 is always transition, gateway, passage. And when you suspend 11 medals on the 11th day at the 11th hour, midnight on the 24-hour clock is 002. But in the spiritual count, it's 11 canon p.m. on the 12-hour clock. You're opening 11 spiritual gateways. 11 gates that connect your home to heaven. 11 bridges that allow the graces of Fatima, which will manifest on the 13th, to enter your life in the next 48 hours. Padre Pio knew this. He studied with Father Benedict, one of the greatest mystical theologians of the 20th century, and he taught this secret to few people. Giuseppina was one of them. But now, you also know, now comes the practical part. Which are the 11 medals? Padre Pio didn't say random medals. He was very specific. Each medal represents a specific spiritual gate. I'm going to show you the 11 one by one. Medal 1. The miraculous medal, Gate of Purity. This is the medal that Our Lady revealed to St. Catherine Labouré in 1830. It represents the gate of purity. Without purity, no other gate will open. This is always the first medal you suspend. Medal 2. The Saint Benedict medal, Gate of Protection. This medal protects against evil. It represents the gate of protection. Without protection, the next gates are vulnerable to spiritual attacks. Medal 3. The Sacred Heart of Jesus. Medal, Gate of Love. This medal opens the gate of divine love. It's the medal that allows the love of Christ to enter your home and transform relationships. Medal 4. The Immaculate Heart of Mary medal, Gate of Intercession. This is the medal of intercession. Mary intercedes. This gate allows prayers to reach the throne of God faster. Medal 5. The St. Michael the Archangel medal. Gate of Spiritual Warfare. This medal represents the gate of battle. St. Michael fights. When this gate opens, demons flee. Medal 6. The St. Joseph medal. Gate of Provision. St. Joseph is the provider. This medal opens the gate of material and financial provision, not wealth, sufficiency. Medal 7. The Our Lady of Fatima medal. Gate of Miracles. This is essential in the ritual of the 11th, because 2 days remain until the anniversary of the miracle of the sun. This medal opens the gate of impossible miracles. Medal 8. The Guardian Angel medal. Gate of Vigilance. This medal activates the gate of vigilance. Your guardian angel has more authority to protect you in the coming days. Medal 9. The Saint Therese medal, Gate of Roses. Saint Therese promised, "I will let fall from heaven a shower of roses." This medal opens the gate of small graces that transform into great ones. Medal 10. The Our Lady of Mount Carmel medal, Gate of Liberation. This medal is connected to the scapula. It represents the gate of liberation for souls in purgatory. And when you liberate souls, they intercede for you. Medal 11, Padre Pio's medal, the Gate of Healing. This is the last medal, the medal of Padre Pio himself. It represents the gate of healing, physical, emotional, spiritual, all of them. These are the 11 medals. And now comes the question, where do you hang each one? The location matters. Because each place in the house has a spiritual function. Padre Pio taught this. Location 1, front door, miraculous medal. The first medal goes on the front door. It's the main entrance. Purity enters first. Location 2. Back door or service door. St. Benedict medal. The second medal goes on the back door. Protection at both main entrances. Location 3. Master bedroom. Sacred Heart medal. If you don't have a partner, place it in your bedroom. Love in the place of rest and intimacy. Location 4. Living room. Immaculate Heart medal. The living room is where the family gathers. Our Lady intercedes for family unity. Location 5. Kitchen. St. Michael medal. The kitchen is where food is prepared, and spiritual food too. St. Michael protects against physical and spiritual contamination. Location 6. Children's room. St. Joseph medal. If you don't have children, place it in the guest room or the office. St. Joseph provides for the little ones and dependents. Location 7. Main window. Our Lady of Fatima medal. The window is the opening to the outside. Our Lady of Fatima enters through the sunlight. Hang this medal where the most natural light comes in. Location 8. Main bathroom. Guardian Angel medal. The bathroom is a place of physical purification. The angel watches over you even in the most intimate places. Location 9. Hallway or passageway. Saint Therese medal. Hallways are places of transit. Roses fall on the path. Location 10. Garage or outdoor area. Our Lady of Mount Carmel medal. The garage or outdoor area is where you leave and return. Liberation of souls protects your exits and entrances. Location 11. Home altar or main image. Padre Pio medal. The last medal goes in the most sacred place in the house, where you pray, where you have the image of Jesus or Our Lady. Healing in the spiritual heart of the home. These are the 11 locations. And here is the technical detail. You cannot nail the medals. You need to hang them with string, with tape, with cord, but hanging, because hanging means to lift up, to elevate. You are elevating the protection from the floor to above. Now I'm going to give you the complete protocol of what you do at midnight tonight. Step 1. Prepare the 11 medals before 11 p.m. You need to have the 11 medals ready before midnight. If you don't have all of them, you can buy them, you can borrow them, you can use small plastic medals if that's all you have. What matters is not the material, it's the faith and the intention. Step 2. Purify the medals. Before hanging them, you need to purify them. How? Place the 11 medals in a bowl with holy water if you have it. If you don't have holy water, you can use regular water and bless it yourself, making the sign of the cross over the water and saying, "In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I purify this water and these medals." Step 3. Wait until midnight at 11:50 p.m. Take the 11 medals, be in silence, don't talk, don't use your cell phone, concentrate. Step 4. When the clock strikes midnight, begin. Midnight on the dot, you take the first medal, the miraculous medal, and go to the front door, hang it up and say in a low voice, you don't need to shout. God hears whispers, "Father, I open the gate of purity. May this medal protect this entrance in the name of the Immaculate Mary." Step 5. Continue with the other 10 for each medal. You go to the location, hang it up, and say the corresponding prayer. Medal 2, St. Benedict. Father, I open the gate of protection. May St. Benedict ward off all evil. Medal 3, Sacred Heart. Father, I open the gate of love. May the heart of Jesus transform this home. Medal 4, Immaculate Heart. Father, I open the gate of intercession. May Our Lady intercede for this family. Medal 5, St. Michael. Father, I open the gate of battle. May St. Michael expel every demon. Medal 6, St. Joseph. Father, I open the gate of provision. May St. Joseph provide what is needed. Medal 7, Fatima. Father, I open the gate of miracles. May Our Lady of Fatima manifest here. Medal 8, Angel. Father, I open the gate of vigilance. May my angel protect me day and night. Medal 9, Therese. Father, I open the gate of roses. May graces fall like rain. Medal 10, Carmel. Father, I open the gate of liberation. May the souls intercede for me. Medal 11, Padre Pio. Father, I open the gate of healing. May Padre Pio heal body, soul, and spirit. Step 6. After hanging all 11, pray 11 Hail Marys. You can pray standing, kneeling, sitting, however you can manage. But it has to be 11. No more, no less. Step 7. Finish with this final prayer. Father, the 11 gates are open in the next 2 days until the 13th. May your grace enter through each one. May the miracle of the sun at Fatima manifest here, I trust. Amen. The complete ritual takes about 20 to 30 minutes. It's not quick, but it is powerful. Now I need to warn you. There are 4 types of medals that you should never use in this ritual. Type 1. Medals not blessed with dubious intentions. If you bought a medal in an esoteric shop, not a Catholic one, do not use it, even if it has an image of a saint, because the origin matters. Medals from esoteric shops may have been energized with non-Christian practices. That contaminates. Type 2. Medals of saints not recognized by the Church. Some people use medals of saints who have not been canonized or who are from other religions. Example, medals of spiritual guides, of ascended masters. That is not Catholicism. Do not use. Type 3. Broken or cracked medals. If the medal is broken, it is no good, because symbolically, a broken medal is a broken gate, and a broken gate does not protect. Type 4. Cursed medals that belong to people who practiced occultism. If you inherited a medal from someone who practiced macumba, spiritism, witchcraft, do not use it, even if the medal is of a saint, because it may be contaminated. If you have doubts, it is better not to risk it. If you use any of these 4 prohibited medals, instead of opening gates, you can open breaches, and then, instead of protection, attack enters. So be careful. Use only clean medals, blessed medals, Catholic medals, whole medals. Now I'm going to tell you 3 real stories of people who have done the 11-medal ritual in recent years. Case 1. Tiffany, USA, 2018. Tiffany had stage 3 breast cancer. Doctors gave her a 30% chance of survival. She was scheduled to begin chemotherapy on October 15, 2018. On October 11th, a friend told her about the 11-medal ritual. Tiffany was Catholic, but she had never heard of it. She decided to do it. At midnight on the 11th, she suspended the 11 medals. She followed everything exactly. She prayed the 11 Hail Marys and asked Padre Pio, if it is God's will, heal me. The 12th, nothing visible. On the 13th, she went to Fatima Mass. During the consecration, she felt an intense heat in her chest, so intense that she thought she was going to faint. It lasted about 30 seconds. Then it passed. On the 15th, she went for her pre-chemotherapy tests. The doctor was confused. He asked her to repeat them. He did 3 tests. The tumor had shrunk by 70% in 4 days. The chemotherapy was adjusted to a much lighter dose, and in 6 months, Ashley was cured. To this day, no recurrence. She keeps the 11 medals suspended in her house to this day. Case 2. Michael, Spain, 2020. Michael had been unemployed for a year. He had 3 children. His wife worked, but her salary was not enough. They were about to lose their home. In October 2020, Michael's mom, who was devoted to Padre Pio, told him about the ritual. Michael was desperate. He did it. Midnight on the 11th, he suspended the 11 medals. When he got to the medal of St. Joseph, the gate of provision, he cried. He begged for work. The 12th, nothing. On the 13th, at 2 p.m., the phone rang. It was a company where he had interviewed 8 months before. They said the person they had hired had quit suddenly. They asked if Michael was still available. He started on the 16th, and the salary was enough to pay off the debts and keep the house. Case 3, Carol, Italy, 2022. Carol had a 16-year-old daughter addicted to drugs. The girl had run away from home. Carol didn't know where she was. The police were looking, but without success. On October 11, 2022, Carol did the ritual of the 11 medals. When she suspended the medal of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, she shouted her daughter's name. "Jessica, come home!" The 12th, silence. On the 13th and at 7 p.m., the doorbell rang and it was Jessica. She had returned, dirty, thin, but alive. She said she didn't know why she had come back. She just felt an urgent need to go home. Carol put her in a clinic. Today, Jessica has been clean for 3 years. These 3 stories are real, documented, and they show that the ritual works when done with faith. How do you know? That the 11 spiritual gates have been opened. There are 6 signs that appear between the 11th and the 16th. Sign 1. Dreams about medals or gates. Many people report dreaming about gates opening or medals shining. This is spiritual confirmation. Sign 2. Feeling of lightness. You wake up on the 12th or 13th feeling the environment lighter, as if a weight has been lifted from the house. This is real. The gates are letting grace enter and oppression leave. Sign 3. Synchronicities. You meet the right people at the right time. You receive unexpected messages. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. These are gates 6, 7, and 8 working. Provision, miracle, vigilance. Sign 4. Smell of roses. If you smell roses without having roses nearby, know this. Padre Pio and Saint Therese are interceding. Gates 9 and 11 are active. Sign 5. Sudden physical or emotional healing. It could be a pain that goes away, a bitterness that dissolves, a trauma that loosens. This is Gate 11, Padre Pio healing at work. Sign 6, conversion or reapproachment. Someone who was far from God returns. Someone who was fighting with you apologizes. This is Gate 3 and 4, the Sacred Heart and Immaculate Heart, restoring. If you notice at least 3 of these 6 signs by the 16th, the gates have been opened. Now all you have to do is cooperate with the graces that are entering. Now I'm going to tell you something that very few people know, the story of how Padre Pio discovered the power of the 11 medals. It was 1918. Padre Pio had just received the visible stigmata. He was in terrible pain. The wounds bled non-stop. He hardly slept. And one sleepless night, he had a vision. He saw a huge wooden gate, locked with 11 locks, and on the other side of the gate, he heard voices. Voices of angels singing, voices of saints interceding, and the voice of Our Lady calling, "Pio, open the gate." Padre Pio tried to push it open. It wouldn't open. He tried to break it. He couldn't. And then he realized. Each lock had a different symbol. The first lock had an M, Mary. The second had a Saint Benedict cross. The third had a heart in flames, Sacred Heart. The fourth had a heart with a sword, Immaculate Heart. The fifth had a sword and a scale, Saint Michael. The sixth had a lily, Saint Joseph. The seventh had a sun, Fatima. The 8th had wings, guardian angel. The 9th had roses, Therese. The 10th had a scapula, Carmel. The 11th had stigmata, himself. And as Padre Pio watched, 11 keys appeared in his hand. And he understood. Each key was a medal. He put the first key, Mary, in the first lock. Click. It opened. He put the second, Saint Benedict. Click. It opened, and so on, until the 11th. When the last lock opened, The gate swung open, and on the other side, Padre Pio saw a corridor of light that led straight to heaven. And Our Lady was there, with open arms. She said, "Pio, this gate opens to everyone who uses the 11 keys. Teach this to those who have faith." Padre Pio woke up. He was sweating, trembling, and for the first time since receiving the stigmata, the wounds didn't hurt. He told the vision to Father Augustine, and Father Augustine recorded, "Padre Pio received the revelation of the 11 gates. Since then, Padre Pio taught this secret to few people, because he knew not everyone was ready for that level of spiritual power, but you are ready, because you've made it this far. There's one more layer that I haven't told you yet. Each of the 11 gates is guarded by a specific angel. And when you suspend the corresponding medal, you activate the guardian angel of that gate. Let me show you the 11 angels. Gate 1. Miraculous medal, angel of purity. Name, Jophiel, he sweeps away impurities. When this gate opens, Jophiel cleans the entrance of your house of all spiritual contamination. Gate 2, Saint Benedict, angel of protection. Name, Chamuel, he blocks attacks. When this gate opens, Chamuel creates an invisible barrier around your house. Gate 3, Sacred Heart, angel of love. Name, Anael, he restores relationships. When this gate opens, Anael dissolves resentments and reconnects hearts. Gate 4, Immaculate Heart, angel of intercession. Name, Raphael, yes, the Archangel Raphael, he carries prayers. When this gate opens, your prayers reach God's throne faster. Gate 5, Saint Michael, angel of war. Name, Michael, another archangel. He expels demons. When this gate opens, every demon that was prowling around your house has to leave. Gate 6, Saint Joseph, angel of provision. Name, Barachiel, he attracts material blessings. When this gate opens, God provides what you need. Portal 7, Fatima, angel of miracles. Name, Uriel, he carries the fire of heaven. When this portal opens, the impossible becomes possible. Portal 8, guardian angel, angel of vigilance. Name, your own angel. Each person has one. When this portal opens, your angel gains more authority to protect you. Portal 9, Saint Therese, angel of roses. Name, Seraphiel. He multiplies small graces. When this portal opens, everything you ask for in small amounts multiplies into greatness. Portal 10, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, angel of liberation. Name, Azrael, he frees souls. When this portal opens, souls from purgatory are liberated, and they intercede for you in return. Portal 11, Padre Pio, angel of healing. Name, Remiel, he heals all dimensions, body, soul, spirit, memory, emotions. When this portal opens, total healing begins. These are the 11 angels. And when you suspend the 11 medals, you aren't just opening portals, you are summoning 11 angels to work in your home for the next few days. It's an angelic army, commanded by Padre Pio, authorized by Our Lady, and sent by God. This is too powerful to ignore. There's a case that happened in 1945 that proves the power of the 11 medals, and very few people know this story. It was November of 1945. World War II had ended in September. Italy was destroyed. Famine, disease, chaos. In a small town called Cassino, which had been bombed by the Allies, there was a family, the Bennetts, father, mother, 5 children. They were living in the ruins of their own home. The oldest son, Anthony, was 19 years old. He had fought in the war and returned with severe psychological trauma. He had outbursts, screamed at night, attacked the family. The doctor said he needed to be admitted to a mental institution. The mother, Olivia, refused. She said, "My son will not die locked up." On November 10th, 1945, Olivia walked 112 miles to San Giovanni Rotondo. On foot. It took 4 days. She wanted to see Padre Pio. When she arrived, Padre Pio received her. She told him about Anthony, and Padre Pio said, "Olivia, your son isn't sick. He is oppressed. The war opened 11 spiritual breaches in him. And demons entered. You need to close the breaches." He taught her the ritual of the 11 medals, but with a variation. Instead of suspending them in 11 locations in the house, she would suspend 11 medals around Anthony's room. Olivia returned to Casino. She got the 11 medals, some borrowed from neighbors. And at midnight on November 11th, 1945, she entered the room where Anthony slept, sedated, and suspended the 11 medals around his bed. She prayed the 11 Hail Marys and asked, "Padre Pio, save my son." On the 12th, Anthony still had outbursts. On the 13th, in the morning, Anthony woke up different. He looked at his mother and said, "Mom, I remember you." In the following 30 days, the outbursts decreased. In 3 months, he was completely healed. Anthony never had another crisis. He lived until 1998, had 6 children, 14 grandchildren, and the whole family maintains the ritual of the 11 medals to this day. Every 11th of each month, this story is documented in the archives of the parish of Casino. It's real, and it shows that the 11 medals don't only work in houses, they work around people too. You suspended the 11 medals at midnight on the 11th. Great. But don't stop there over the next 2 days, the 12th and the 13th. You need to keep the portals open. How? October 12th. In the morning, pray 1 Hail Mary in front of each medal. That's 11 Hail Marys throughout the day. In the afternoon, do a complaint fast. Don't complain about anything all day. In the evening, read Psalm 91 aloud. Before sleeping, give thanks for the 11 angels who are working. October 13th. In the morning, if possible, go to Mass. If not, do 1 hour of prayer at home. At noon, make the consecration to Our Lady of Fatima. It can be a simple prayer. Mary, I consecrate myself to you. Protect me and intercede for me. In the afternoon, observe the signs. Pay attention to dreams, synchronicities, sensations. In the evening, give thanks. Don't ask for anything else. Just give thanks for the 11 portals opened and for the graces that are already on their way. After the 13th, you can leave the medals suspended forever, or you can leave them for 30 days, or until the next 13th. November 13th, Padre Pio recommended leaving them at least until November 2nd, All Souls' Day, because that's when the souls in purgatory intercede the most. And here's an additional secret. If you want to maximize the power, do the ritual every 11th of every month for 1 year. The 11 portals will strengthen each month, and in the 12th month, they become permanent. There are 3 fatal errors that can close the portals, even after they are opened. Error 1, removing the medals before the time. If you suspended the medals and the next day, you take them down because it looks bad or because visitors are coming. You close the portals, leave them at least until the 16th. Error 2, arguing or speaking badly of someone on the 12th or 13th. If you open the 11 portals but on the 12th you argue with someone, you leak the grace. Resentment closes portals. Error 3, doubting. If you did the ritual but keep thinking, I wonder if it works, you weaken the effect. It doesn't need to be perfect faith, but it needs to be real faith, even if small. Avoid these 3 errors and the portals will remain open. I'll finish by telling you what Padre Pio said about the 11 portals in the last year of his life. It was 1967. He was 80 years old. Very sick. He could barely celebrate Mass. A young seminarian named Peter visited San Giovanni Rotondo in October of 1967, and he asked Padre Pio, "Father, what is the greatest spiritual secret that you know?" Padre Pio looked at him with those piercing eyes and replied, "The 11 portals." Peter was confused. 11 portals to where, Father? And Padre Pio said something that sent chills down the seminarian's spine. There are 11 portals between earth and heaven. 10 are closed. 1 is ajar. But when you use the 11 correct keys, all of them swing wide open. And then, Peter, you don't need to die to see God. You see God here, now. In this life, Peter asked. What are the 11 keys, Father? And Padre Pio answered, You already know. They are hanging around Mary's neck. He was talking about the 11 medals. Peter recorded this conversation. And years later, when he became a priest, he taught the ritual of the 11 medals to thousands of people. And all of them reported the same thing. When the 11 portals open, you feel the presence of God in a way you've never felt before. It's not emotion, it's not psychology, it's real. Today is October 11th. At midnight tonight, suspend 11 medals, open 11 spiritual portals, and over the next 2 days, until the 13th, cooperate with what God wants to do. You have a 48-hour window. Don't waste it. If you don't have all the medals, get them. Ask friends, neighbors, family. If you need to get them online, get them online. But please, do it. Because maybe today is the 11th day that is going to change your life. If this video has touched you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with 11 people, the number of the gates. Because maybe, just maybe, one of those 11 people is the one who needs this miracle the most. I will be suspending my 11 medals at midnight. And you? Will you join me? May Padre Pio open the gates of heaven for you. May the 11 graces enter, and may you receive, on the 13th, the miracle that you have been waiting for. Until the next video, and remember, midnight, 11 medals, 11 gates. Amen.